Alright guys, welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. So last time, apparently there was an extremely vulgar conversation, and I'm not reading that from the little save file that I have here. Apparently there was a extremely vulgar conversation between Yuuji's classmates over an image that got seen by Sachi accidentally. And oh boy, the last episode was it was funny and embarrassing in a lot of ways. Last episode was really interesting for sure. Oh, and there was a soccer match that Yuuji also assisted with. But apparently Yuuji is helping the principal out with something related to TV or some shit like that. Or an interview, to be more precise. So we'll jump back in here. We're on Paper Tiger. So yeah, let's do this. 2 hours after my classmates' supremely vulgar conversation. Like I said, I didn't pull it from that. That's pretty much like one of the best ways to explain what exactly happened last time. I returned to the school with Chizuru. Currently, I'm receiving a hospitable cup of coffee in her office. Before we continue on, I don't know if I'll cut this episode a little short. My allergies have been acting up today, and I've been very hesitant to record because of them, so we'll see how far we can go. Depends on how my commentary is and how I feel in 30 minutes. So, here we go. Did you really even need a bodyguard today?
まあそうね。結果的には必要なかったのかもしれないけど、あなたがいてくれたことで少しは格好がついたというところかしら。この年で独り身だと何かと勘ぐる人も多くてね。話し合いのテーマとは別の方向に会話を持ち込もうとするインタビューも多いし。
So you wanted to walk into the studio with a young man in tow for the sake of your image?
ありていに言っちゃえばそういうことになるのかな。
Buying men just to show off like a new handbag, huh? Must be nice living at the top.
もうあなたまでそういうこと言う？はい、もういい。
Thanks. Quite the fragrant cup of Huffy. Something wrong?
コーヒーです。ちょっといい感じだけじゃない。どうしてあなたはそうやって意地の悪いことばかり言うの？
Because it's fun. Maybe if you got the marbles out of your mouth, people wouldn't take you for a pushover and ask you rude questions on live television. Just a thought.
このふにゃふにゃ生まれつきです。あなたにはちゃんとお給金を払っているんだから、もっと雇用主を敬いなさい。
Oh, so it was an actual job. Alright. Please do excuse my impoliteness, mistress. Goodness gracious, whatever am I to do with this young lady? True enough, my escort duty today was compensated at a fair wage, but that naturally passed through the company, meaning Ichigaya, JB, and the taxman all got their cut. So my actual take-home pay accounted to a mere 2,500 yen, which isn't too much, for a full days of work. No, that's not a lot. Well, no, maybe not a full days. I don't know. Like I said last time, I'm learning more about the currency here, but that doesn't mean I know everything about it, so correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, Chizuru's a friend, so the money isn't a big deal. I wouldn't have objected to doing the job for free, but as a professional, I'm contractually obligated to pick up whatever money I can for my services. The mission itself was hardly objectionable either. But after being forced into a Gaultier suit, alright, carted off to some high-class salon to have my hair slicked down with gel, then having some trendy, I don't even know eyeglasses with fake lenses pushed up on my head, I'll be damned if I'm going to talk to the woman like I'm her butler on top of it all. Incidentally, how much longer will you be requiring my services for this little game of house, mistress? I'd really like to get out of this crappy tie sometime soon.
よく似合っているわよ。もう少しいいじゃない。
Wait, doesn't Yuuji wear a tie with his uniform? I was trying to avoid saying this, since it would be pretty irritating to have you think I'm whipped already, but to be honest, I want to avoid spending too much time alone with women.
あらま、 一応私も女扱いされていたのね。でもどうして？
I'm a man in a relationship. Somehow or other, I don't want to make Amane pointlessly anxious if I can help it.
あらまあ女なんて関係ねえよみたいなやんちゃ気取りかと思っていたのに、意外とそういうところで小心なのね。
That's right. I'm a coward by nature. I think that's what kept me alive so far. Cowards have a good nose for danger, and when they catch the scent, they avoid it like the plague. The rank of hero might sound nicer, but you only get there through posthumous promotion. I feel like I totally butchered that word. I'll pass for now. There are only 3 things worth sacrificing your life for: your country, your friends, or your women. And I feel like I've heard that somewhere. And if you're willing to die for your woman, you damn well shouldn't go around making her unhappy. Amane reminds me of my mother in some ways. She puts up a bold front, but at heart she's pretty timid. Might act tough, but she'll fall to pieces if she tries to keep everything inside. Troublesome sort of woman, really. If you let her be for too long, she'll get cranky. But if you give her too much attention, it'll just make her all the more anxious. For the moment, I'm letting her do what she pleases. Hopefully, we'll eventually get more comfortable together. But right now, we're still kind of at the let me start over here. But right now, we're still at kind of a sounding out phase. There we go. I don't want to give her any reason to feel uneasy.
恋愛なんて無縁だぜみたいな顔して、結構真面目に考えてるのね。
Hell yeah, boy. Well, I can't deny I'm completely inexperienced with this sort of thing. My closest point of reference is working with a partner in a squad, so I'm approaching it more or less the same way.
あなた、学校の先生なんてどう？意外と向いているかもしれないわよ。
I've got enough headaches as is, thanks. I chose a job I can do alone precisely because I'm not cut out for managing a group. Me neither, to be honest. I've tried it so many times and it's really annoying.
それにしても少し意外かな。スオさんのこと本気なのね。
I'm still uncertain just how seriously I can take this relationship. But it's exactly because we're at the tentative stage that I'm not being half-assed about the details.
仕事はどうするつもり？
And that's a big part of the uncertainty I just mentioned.
だから学校の先生は？うちの学園なら隠れ蓑として申し分ないじゃない。
No, that sounds like garbage. Is that a serious offer?
あなたが本気なら私も本気で考えるわよ。
I'll think about it. Not an unattractive proposal, to be sure. Chizuru's well acquainted with my circumstances, so working at her school wouldn't create any awkward problems or conflicts with my main occupation. Even if I were to be suddenly called to my side job, it's perfectly possible to cancel a lecture or bring in a substitute teacher. And that training camp that runs 10 days a year should be easy enough to fit into one of the long seasonal vacations that come with being an educator. That's probably one of the nice parts about being an educator or just working with a school is that you have those summer breaks just like the kids do. Like, yes, there are some days where you have to come in for planning or you have to do some stuff at home, like grading, but still, you've got breaks, man. You've got breaks just like the students. That's awesome. That's pretty lit. To be honest, I can't predict how long my relationship with Amane will last. But nevertheless, some serious thought about our possible future together might be called for.
そんでどこまで話したっけ？
Leaving? In what?
だからタイガーガールの話。
Oh my god, can we just end it? I don't know. Also, I don't care. I hope their office burns to the goddamn ground.
ひどいこと言うな。若い子に人気あるんだよ。結構勉強になるのに。
Including such valuable advice as make sure to keep up a constant chorus of the word cock during titty sex, I assume.
そう。強気なオラオラ男子には嫌がっているふりをしなさい。今一つ冷めてる低血圧男子には積極的にって書いてあったんだよ。
So you've got me pegged as a lizard boy, do you?
だってユージなんか妙に落ち着いてるしガツガツしてないから低血圧寄りなのかなと。
Placid iguana. Alright. Burn that damn magazine right now. I just don't get it. She's beyond casual about all this. Is this just how young people are these days? I mean, I know I've lived a life pretty well removed from the mainstream of modern society. I've only recently come down from the mountain into something vaguely resembling the normal world. Even so, it's not like I was on Mars or anything. I hadn't expected a culture shock quite this extreme. Alright, well, whatever. We're gonna end it here, because my allergies are killing me right now. Sorry for complaining, if I complained. I believe I did. But yeah, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, please. And yeah, see you guys next time. I don't know why I'm hesitating with a lot of things I'm saying here, when it's pretty much the same things I say at the end of every episode so far with this route. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.